Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Full Broadsword, episode 10. And we cut off the last one meeting a shady character. Well, the DM did, but he did me a favor. It was running long anyway, so it's fine. He's apologized. Yeah, that's the third apology. He didn't need to make any of them.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
We just have to give him a hard time.
Not too
he gives
hard.
us a hard time.
Yeah.
He gives us one. We have to give him back every once in a while.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, we last left our travelers. They were on the way to the dwarven anvil, but got waylaid by a looked like a woman in some flowing robes, and kind of had us duck down behind a house because she was needing some serious business. So we're gonna pick right back up where we left off, and yeah, so we'll turn it over to Mr.
Find out what Sereth wants.
Yeah. So we will turn it back over to DM Jake, and oh yeah, KJ's here, I'm here, and Jake is here again. So hi everybody. Yeah, we're live. Oh yeah, I better. They can't see that. Hold on, I fucked that up already. All right. Now we can. Now we can. Bye. Hey everybody. Yeah. All right. So DM Jake, take it away and treat us easy.
Yeah.
Go easy on us.
Don't hit the face, right?
The dice have been very, very piss poor tonight. So.
Yeah. Is the campaign, the tabletop, up and running? First of all.
Yes.
Yeah. So you know what? Just to verify it, if you can pick up and move Sereth an inch or two, just to see.
Okay.
Yep, it's working. We're good.
Okay. Awesome.
We are golden.
And I have dice rolls set to everybody. So, yeah, I know I was going really good with the plot, everything from last episode, and then I was kind of thinking in my mind, and then I said I wanted to kind of end everything on a cliffhanger, and so I kind of jumped the gun a little bit on that one. So for our listeners,
okay. It works out just fine.
Yeah. So we last left our party was heading over to the Anvil. To inquire about some services that Special Ed was gonna do.
Dicks.
As you can see, I renamed the token.
Yeah. Spelled it even specially for me. Yeah, very nice of you.
Special, Speshul, Special Ed.
Just as it sounds. Yep.
Just as it sounds. And our party was intercepted by a female elf. She introduced herself as Sereth, and I think her last words as she pointed her elf bony finger at everybody, and she said, "You all are in grave danger." Yeah,
that's what her last word. Eat shit, Derek. Yeah, all right. I haven't done that in a while. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
She said, "You all are in grave danger."
We're always in grave danger.
And that's where they're at. Yep. Yeah. Is there any other kind?
Yeah, really.
And that's where we're at. Kai is going to give everybody a very confused look, like I don't know what the hell's going on. And actions, anybody?
I would just say, how do you,
in grave danger from who?
Yeah, from who, and how do you know us, and how do you know we're in any kind of danger? Are you some sort of a mystic, or what's going on here?
She says, "My name is Sereth. Allow myself to introduce myself."
Yeah, right.
She says, "I am Sereth Vaughn, merchant strategist of Waterdeep, and you all, as I said, are in grave danger. You are on your way to a council meeting. You have been hired by a gentleman known as Merrick, and he is not who he appears to be. You have a choice. I will have you meet with my representative, after the council meeting, and the choice will need to be made.
Why is there always? What can't we all just get along?
No.
And with that, she kind of twirls the cloak around her, and literally there is a little bit of a smoky misty, and she disappears from sight.
She gone.
Damn stage magicians. Well,
So, Ed, what do you make of that?
I'm not sure.
Kai?
I'm
You
yeah. Get him a drink, loosen
Kai
him up.
will- yeah,
exactly. There's a cask
Kai
riding on
will-
it, Kai.
Kai will verbally speak and say, I don't have an explanation for that. Kai will tell you that he has worked with Merrick for quite some time now. He's a very reputable merchant. Have no idea who this woman is or where she came from.
Well, if she's that hell-bent on meeting with us, she can find us after the council meeting. But I've got business to attend to at the Anvil, and I'm going to continue on there. And I will, in the meantime, I'll have that in the back of my head and maybe work some thoughts on that.
Okay, off to the Anvil.
A damn fly buzzing me here. Yeah.
Come on,
Oh,
Kai.
come on, Kai.
Yeah,
I have. Yeah.
He's
Moves. Yeah, staggers and moves pretty quick when he's hammered, huh?
Well, once he gets rolling,
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna look. I'm gonna see Jesker still there.
No, it is the lady of the forge, Mafera.
Perfect. I will go up and speak with her.
All right, I'm going to put a token down just so you can remember her name.
I won't. It's worth it. No way will I remember her name.
And let me
Bard.
name it. No, it's not a bard. I mean,
you can remember her name. It's Bard.
Yeah, the only one in
There
this
we
whole
go.
game that doesn't have an M on her. Okay.
That is the lady of the forge, Mafera. Human female. And she says, yes, my
Greetings.
son,
Yeah.
Jasker, told me that you were stopping by today. How can I assist?
Yeah, I don't want to keep you long, but I'm curious. I have two questions. First, do you make silver weaponry?
Yes, any metal can be forged into a weapon. Silver is rather soft. May I ask what you intend to be?
How about if I were to hand you
Hitting?
my longsword here and you silver plated it?
So you would like to coat it in silver?
I want it coated in silver, yes. Effectively making it a silver weapon. Because it won't. I have this other longsword that I recently purchased from here, and I will be using that primarily. But in some cases, a silver would be a better fit for some of the things that we may come across. And I thought that it may be very prudent of me to have one of each.
She says, yeah, we can plate it or coat it, basically dip it into silver. The question is, do you have the raw material? Do you have the silver to be able to melt it down and to dip it?
I was hoping you have that, and I'd be willing to pay for that.
Kind of looks around and says, because I have silver ingots and bars and gold bars and platinum bars, and all kinds of stuff just laying around for anybody to walk in.
Well,
No,
you
I
are
don't
a
have-
forge. You do have back rooms. You have, I would imagine, a
have-
safe keeping area.
Steel and red iron and things.
An iron
but
ore.
But gold bars and silver bars, I do not have. I don't keep those on hand. That's too rich for my taste.
So we couldn't go down. How many?
How many silver bars do we need? Would you need?
Yeah.
Out of character, you would probably need. You talk about coating a long sword, maybe 2 ingots worth, and each ingot would probably be about 50 silver pieces, which would be about 5 gold per ingot.
Is this something that she could obtain if I paid her the gold to do so?
Yes, in character, yes,
Okay.
I can obtain it. It will take me some time,
I'm not worried about
but
the
if you
time.
pay me,
I'm worried about I can cover the cost of the silver and I would
Mhm.
pay for the craftsmanship to have it done. I'm looking at what the craftsmanship cost would be.
for you providing the raw materials, she said the dipping process is easy. I could do the whole thing for 20 gold pieces, but it'll take me a few days to get the raw material.
That's not a
But
problem.
you must pay me for the raw material up front.
Okay, so we're talking 20 for the dip and 10 to cover the amount of silver it would need.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I will tell her, here's what I will do. That would be a total of 30. I will leave the long sword with you, and I will pay you 40 to have it done with precision. Very sharp blade. I don't want to be using this one time and have it chipped off. I want it
Of
to be
course not.
done very, very well. So I will pay her 40. And then take your time. I'll stop by, the end of the week, and we'll see where we're at.
Very well. I can have this. I can have the raw materials brought from the mines. By the end of the week, I should have the materials here for me to be able to um, dip it. Basically, is that satisfactory?
That's perfectly fine. I'll stop back by when I have some time, and we'll see where we're at in the process, and we'll just keep on plugging away until it's done.
Very well.
Very well. I'll let you get on. I understand you have a council meeting to attend to shortly, and
Yes, I do.
apparently we will also be in attendance. So if you would,
Well, I look forward to seeing you there. Very
very
important
well.
meeting tonight.
I've heard. Very well. Well, thank you for your time.
And with that, she will go on about her, her business.
Right on. And I'm good unless you guys got anything to do here.
Mm-mm. Nope.
I'm just going to make a footnote on that long sword.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now I know it's been taken care of. So I know it's not in my inventory. So that's good.
Okay. Okay. Are we ready to attend the council meeting?
Sure.
Yeah, we might as well head there.
So the council is going to be at number 14.
Inside or outside?
Inside.
Rock on.
I'm just grabbing a token really quick. It is not a berserker commander.
God, I hope not.
No.
That usually means there's other berserkers running around if there's a commander out
Right.
there running around.
That is going to be Merrick. Merrick's token. He's going to be there at the council with us. Merrick meets us when it is time after the sun goes down. He meets us out in front of the council building, kind of on the steps, kind of like a courthouse. People coming and going. Lots of townsfolk are flooding in. Appears to be a very highly attended meeting tonight at the council meeting. Merrick will greet you. Good. I'm glad that you're here. We have an important meeting tonight. You are going to address the council members. I will bring you in. I will introduce you and explain to them what you have found at the haunted house, or the house down the road that you cleared out. Any questions?
Is there anything specific you want us to leave out?
No, of course not. By all means.
Any of the items that we talked about at the end? Do we want to leave those out?
No, I am as transparent as the glass on the windows. Leave nothing out. Tell the council the truth and let them know what you found.
All right. Green light on everything. All right, I got it.
What about our encounter?
Outside of character, what about the encounter?
I don't know that we want to tell him that, but
Well, that's what I was asking.
I wasn't sure if you were asking me or him.
Well, I was just saying, what about the encounter? Would we bring that up, that we had that encounter on the way?
I think we need more information. Maybe we meet with her afterwards and find out what she's selling and see whether we're buying or not before we make that known to
According
anybody.
to her, we had to meet with her supervisor, or whatever you want to call
Her
it,
representative.
Her yes.
Yes, her representative.
And have an answer right after that.
Well, there's more than one ways to give an answer.
So yes, that was the instructions were that her representative will meet the party after the council meeting, and a decision needs to be made.
Okay. Well, I don't.
And everybody is bring it up. Grave danger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With a
okay. Anything else? If not, yes. If not, then we will proceed inside to the council meeting. Inside, we are introduced. There's crowds of people. It's almost kind of like something out of colonial independence, where you have the main floor and there's a speaker, with a gavel, and there's galleries. It's a two-story building. There's galleries, and it's flooded with pounds. There's a big crowd tonight. The Speaker of the House introduces ladies and gentlemen, commoners, lords and ladies. The council is in session. I present to you our council members: Eleander Fireborn, Gellin Primewater, Manastrad Copperlocks, and Edda Owlland are presiding council members. Everybody come forward and truth will be heard today. I don't know. He gives a speech, regarding truth and justice and speaking the truth without really swearing anybody
in the Saltmarsh way.
Yeah, in a very Saltmarsh way. The truth will be speak your piece, and the truth will be heard, kind of a thing. And with that, the Eleander Fireborn, who is kind of looks like he is part of or in charge of the town guard, and he leans in. Merrick, you are the topic of discussion. Merrick steps forward and he motions you to follow him as he takes the stage, and he says, esteemed council members and citizens of Saltmarsh, a great evil has been upon us, and my associates have rooted out the evil. The haunted house has been cleared, and there's rumors in the crowd, and the house has been cleared, and my associates are here to reveal what they have found. And with that, he gives the floor to the party, whoever would like to speak.
Let's send the mute up there. He can give him hands and arm signals.
Send
Yeah.
the Italian up there.
Yeah. Anybody got a sign language translator? Somebody that can speak the words that he says?
All the council members are leaning in.
Well, Marcus,
waiting,
you want to go, or you want me to?
Quiet.
Be my
You can
guest.
hear a pin drop. Yep.
Be my guest.
Let the guy known as Special Ed do the talking. Great. That's a good idea. I like this. This is awesome. All right. Well, we'll go up there and step. I step forward, and does Merrick go sit down, or is he just standing up there too, all proud and whatnot?
He is not taking center stage. He is, as soon as he introduced you, he bows his head respectfully and arms out wide, kind of like,
White
giving you
showman.
the floor. Yep. Very. Make an insight check.
God, I suck at these.
Marcus, make an insight check.
Ooh, 17.
Alrighty. Insights. And 10.
Edward, you very much notice that he is putting out like the dog and pony show to try to impress the council on this one.
Well, the whole 3-ring circus going on here.
Yeah, he is trying to make an impression to you, feel as if to make himself look good in front of everybody.
Well, I'll stand there for a minute, and I'll just look around in the crowd. And I'll start by saying, Merrick speaks the truth. He hired us to investigate the happenings and the rumors, to figure out whether any of this stuff was true at this the so-called haunted house on the hill. What was his name? The alchemist, the previous alchemist dwelling. And I'll just give him a brief rundown. We were there. We found a whole bunch of things. Little critters here and there. A lot of footprints. Trap doors were the biggest thing. It appeared that the building was being used as a safe house for what appeared to be, to our eyes, a smuggling operation. Quite a few casks of adult beverages were located. Quite a few bandits of a handful of different races were also found. there was what appeared to be a type of barracks underneath in the catacombs underneath the facility. Further investigation led us to find a good handful of skeletons that were animated.
People in the crowd.
Yeah. Well, they were dispatched fairly easily by us three, and
And
I will point
applause breaks out.
I will point to Marcus and Kai on that.
Here,
And
here, followed by here.
yeah, and then it appeared that we found the long lost alchemist. Apparently, he had joined the spirit realm and was no longer of the living. It took some doing, but he is also gone to
Vanquished.
see the great spirit in the sky. He has been removed, and as of this moment, there is no living threat left inside that facility. However, we did find a handful of interesting items, some books, some regarding the Shark Father, some sort of a worshipful being. Most notably was the handful of coins. And I pull one out and I hold it up and show it to
And
everybody.
Everybody, and even the council members are making like little signs in the air, like as if to ward off evil spirits, and
Yeah.
they tell you, put it away, put it away, put it away.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put it back in the pocket. So it seems that while there was things going on there, they are at least currently at a halt. There is nothing else there. I can't speak to whether there are any more of these of the personnel from that group that was utilizing that facility or not. But the ones that were there are no longer amongst the living. And that's pretty much what we found. The building is quite dilapidated and will need some restoration if it is to be used. So I will look around the crowd and would advise all of you to inform loved ones to stay clear of the facility until it has been rebuilt and remodeled into something of more clean and usable stature. Keep your kids and yourselves away from it for your own safety until it has been repaired to new. And then I'll look back at Merrick.
And Merrick will step forward and say, "Thank you, esteemed gentlemen, for being heard. Council members, you have heard their firsthand account. The rumors have been dispelled. The house is not haunted. It was merely a smuggling operation. And with that, my associates, their heroics demand a reward from the city for their time and putting their lives on the line to make everything safer, not only for the townsfolk, not only for dispelling the ruins, but for assisting with the merchants and the docks, because as we all know, these smuggling operations hurt the business and the welfare and everybody in the pocketbook. And yeah, here, rabble, the crowd. He basically gets a roaring applause and a standing ovation. With that, Ida is on the council. She is a female, noble, dressed in very fine silks, She says, I am Ida, and I am the owner of 3 large fishing boats. I've been here in Saltmarsh all my life. Yes, the alchemist has been a rumor. We are very thankful that you've dispelled the rumor and that you have uncovered the smuggling operation. This is good for business, everybody. And she motions off to the side, and you can see a couple of the bailiffs, for lack of a better term, come out with a little chest, and they put it down on the table, and they open the chest out, and Ida wanders over and she grabs a sack of pouch, and she doles it out to each of the party members, to include a pouch to Merrick. And if you open up inside each pouch, it's going to be 200 gold pieces divided amongst 4 people, so it'll be 50 gold pieces a person. And she states that this is 200 gold to be awarded to the to Merrick and Company, as she states, Merrick and Company, for uncovering and shutting down this illicit smuggling operation. And they kind of divvy out the coins. So everybody add a pouch of 50 gold coins to your purse.
I will take my 50 and hand it right back to her. And I would ask, kind councilwoman, donate this to your nearest church coffers.
You are the pious one, as she scoops the money back up and throws it into the anybody else, any kind of looking around. She looks at Marcus. Any other pious volunteers? Kai will also deposit his pouch of coins back, kind of pushes it back to the guardsman. He kind of looks at Kai and shrugs his shoulders and puts the coins back into the chest.
I feel bad. Marcus could use the fucking money. But I was like, no, that's not right. Ed wouldn't keep the money. As far as Ed's concerned, Marcus, he's already got paid for the job. This is just preying on people, and that's not what he's about.
Marcus, all eyes are on you. What are your actions?
I feel like such a dick now. Next round's Marcus on me, buddy.
Marcus looks at everybody. Fine. Not thrilled with it.
Yeah.
Not thrilled with it at all. And whispers to Ed,
"You're a dick."
And smiles for everybody and says, I too shall return my share to help the impoverished.
Standing ovation from the crowd. Applause breaks out. Bravo, bravo. I mean, just thunderous applause, and people stomping on the ground. And make a perception check, both of you.
Shit, I suck at those. I always say that, but it's very true.
I rolled a 15.
Hey, natural 20.
You notice Merrick, as he is kind of feeding off the energy of the crowd. Merrick places a pouch or a coin pouch back into the chest that the guards had brought out, but it appears to be not as full as the others, almost as if he kind of shifted and put an empty pouch back in.
Oh, whatever.
Like he was trying to
pull a sleight of hand.
little sleight of hand there, but you caught it with your keen eye and observation.
Which is very rare.
As the applause dies down, the Merrick, basically steps back in the spotlight and says, "You see, such fine individuals that I have brought to our community. No finer the adventurers will you find up and along the Sword Coast. Um, the town should be thankful, but we have other business to discuss." And the crowd kind of settles down as he motions everybody to settle down. And after thanking you for uncovering this, the smuggling operation, Ida leans in and she says, "On to more important business." She says, "Now that the smuggling operation has been uncovered and we can put this behind us, Merrick, I trust that your purchase of the deed of the land went through smoothly. Um, as far as I know, the land and the house will become yours, and your business applications are in order." He says, "Yes, yes, business." And she says, "We will see to your storefront being opened, and I wish you luck with the restoration on the property of the haunted house." Um, and then she looks directly at the party members. She looks directly at Edward, who appears to have become kind of the impromptu party leader. And she says, in kind of a quiet, more hushed voice, but very direct and leaning in from behind her council person table in her chair, she says, "Saltmarsh has always whispered of the ghost, a ship that sails without crew, seen only in fog and moonlight. We had dismissed it as a sailor's tales until late last week." Suddenly, then, Gellin Primewater, the other council member, leans in. He says, "3 fishing boats have vanished. No wreckage, no survivors. Only a single report from a half-mad deckhand who swears he saw the ghost rise from the mist, its sails torn and glowing, its hulls dripping with seaweed and blood." And then Manistrad, the other council member, she leans in and says, "We've lost good people. And if this thing is real, it's just not haunting our waters, it's haunting them." And finally, the town watchman, Eleander Fireborn, leans in. He says, "You have proven yourselves. You have faced smugglers and worse. We need you to find this ship known as the Ghost. Board it if you can. End whatever curse drives it. Saltmarsh will fund your supplies and you'll have our full backing. But know this, if you accept this, you may not return. It is a very highly dangerous mission." And with that, he says, "I am entitled to offer you each 400 gold coin for the destruction of the ship known as the Ghost, and with proof of destruction, you'll be paid out in full, each 400 gold coin. In the meantime, should you choose to accept, the services of the town are at your disposal within reason. Merrick will discuss terms and keep a ledger of supplies that you will need to find and investigate and sink the ghost, if that's what needs to be done." And with that, Ida grabs the gavel and she bangs on the table. She says, "Town council meeting is adjourned." And the crowd, it kind of disperses out, and the crowd in the town hall kind of starts, assembling out. And Merrick will approach you and says, "Wow, looks like we have our next marching orders. Should you choose to accept, what will it be?"
My question would be is like if we got to go out and sail and find a ghost ship, what ship are we going to be using to go out and do it, and what crew are we going to have to do that with?
He says, "My the town is at your disposal. I believe that we should start with. I've had some research done on the documents that you have given me and the things such as I believe, and this is out of character, you guys gave him some of the notes, correct?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
the parchment paper and stuff from the haunted house. He says, "Yes, um, I have consulted with my sources and I have some answers to give you. We should meet back at the tavern um, after this evening when you're done. Of course, the townspeople are coming in and they want to pat you on the back and greet you and shake your hand." And he says, "We'll meet after you're done with the town hall."
Very well. I'm going to look and see where Ida goes once I'm done shaking hands and pressing flesh. I'm going to see if I can't locate her. I've got one other thing to advise her on before I depart.
She is still up at the council members' table.
All right, I'll wait till
They're kind of yeah.
all the people kind of file out, and then I'll walk over to the council members. This is for all four of them, and so
Yeah, it takes a few minutes, and the crowd, everybody, quite a few people want to shake your hand. There's a few, fishermen, merchants that would like your blessing over the next harvest. Several of the fields workers would, in fact, one woman has brought in a small child, would like for you to give a blessing on the child so that he may grow up and find a wife, and other field workers would like for you to come and bless the crops for the season, and just the people looking for services from the town heroes. And after a while, from meeting and greeting, the crowd kind of dies down, and the council members are still awaiting at the table as if they can tell that you have more to add um, to the discussion.
yeah. Once
So
that's all wound down, I'll approach the bench over there and look at each one of them for a second or two and kind of look all the way around at the table. And then I would say, once I look around, make sure there's not a ton of people around. I would say, I know you have just stated openly that the smuggling operation had been uncovered and is put behind you. However, I would advise, being a past guard captain myself, I would advise very strongly that an investigation is done as to whether this was just a waypoint, or if the sale of these ale casks was being sold here in your town. But
Ida will tell you, no such stolen goods have been sold in the town as of yet. And Eleander will cut her off and say, no contraband has been found. In fact, had you sold any of the contraband here, I would have had you have rounded up in warrants for your arrest and to be placed in jail immediately.
well, like we said, we're not those type of people. However, I just wanted to make certain that I suggested, if you hadn't already thought of such, an investigation probably would be behooving of you to officially close the case.
Yes, I will. And this is Eleander, the guard captain, speaking. He says, "Yes, I can definitely look into. In fact, I will even offer to put some of the town watch. If you will show me the location of the sea cave, I can actually rotate a watch through there to ensure that the cave is not being repurposed for other nefarious business, if you will.
Well, I'd be fine with that. However, it sounds as if Merrick has purchased the land. Therefore, you would have to speak with Merrick as to rotating guards now that it is his property.
He has put a bid to purchase the land, but it's not his yet, is what Aleander will tell you. Therefore, it is still a public space. It is still part of the surrounding areas, and I think it would still be a good idea to put some of the town watch there. I can set them up on a rotation to ensure that the caves are not being utilized until Merrick, of course, uh, reaches his business agreement with the council as far as
the
the
proper
final.
personnel. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Well, yeah, I can take him down there maybe tomorrow if that works best for him.
Yes. Yeah. We will. I will meet with the sergeant, and we will have a detachment of town watch that can basically. And he will go on to explain that they can basically go to the ruins of the house now that they know it's been cleared and it's not haunted. If you can show them, they will walk through, show them the caves, and then they will basically set up until the property is purchased. They will set up a guard post out there.
Perfect.
With
Yeah.
rotating.
Yeah, and that's fine. That'll actually give us a few minutes to go down in there and do some double checking to make sure we grabbed everything. What do you need, Marcus?
What about what's there currently? Is that going to be impounded by the officials?
Well, they just said we couldn't sell it. We'd have been arrested in a heartbeat.
I know.
So,
well, I know.
Well, I don't know. If they get trash drunk, they get trash drunk. It's on them, man. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we're not going to be able to haul it out of there and sell it here. So, I mean, it's worthless to us, really, if you think about it, unless you guys, we go down there and, offer the guys, hey, it's free. We can't sell it. Bottoms up, boys. Enjoy yourself, just as long as you're, take a couple of fills when your shift is over and head home, do it. And, I don't know, warm yourself on the walk home. I don't know. Whatever.
Unless we ask for permission to sell it.
Yeah. I don't know.
To help raise funds for rebuilding the establishment, the house.
Oh yes, Aleander says, with Ida's approval, we will definitely will be taken in, and will be sold off, and the profits will be put into the city council's coffers to improve the watch, and it'll go back into the city. Is basically what he will tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, good enough. Yeah.
I just didn't want it to be just wasted and thrown away. I mean, if it can be sold and be put to good use, great. If we could sell it and make our coffers better, great, even better. But
yeah, right. Yeah.
Whatever. Let me go back to your character. Make a investigation check, both of you.
Oh. 22.
Good roll.
18 for me.
So you both will conclude from the conversation that basically the smuggled goods have been recognized. So if they show up anywhere in the town, anybody who's selling them will be arrested because they know it's smuggled goods. The perception is that they're aware of the comings and goings of all of the goods and the mercantile coming throughout the town. Like the city watch has got a pretty good handle on stuff coming in and out of the docks, etc. So, you also will pick up on basically what Eleander will tell you is they can try to repackage it so that it doesn't look like smuggled goods. They can try to sell it on the docks, but any profit made will be going back to the town, and anything that they can't sell will be basically destroyed, or like it was evidence, it'll
Right.
be, destroyed.
Evidence.
Yeah. Right on. Well, then I guess
Okay.
we're good here. We can head out of the council and head on our merry way.
Ida will tell you before you depart that in addition to the town guard patrolling the occupying basically the smuggler's cave in case of any other smugglers arrive, that there will be a fishing boat at your disposal. The town will provide you with any reasonable amount of non-magical equipment that you feel that you require. And the boat is basically going to be large enough to accommodate everybody. In addition to, they will provide 2 members of the guard to sail the boat for them if, and when needed.
Hope somebody knows how to sail a ship.
Yeah. They will provide basically two sailors and a boat to accommodate everybody to help you out in your pursuit of the ghost or the sea ghost.
Because if they're counting on our dice rolls to keep the ship upright and not sink, we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah. Right on. Well,
and
unless
any
Kai
other
can
business?
sail, unless Kai's no sailing.
No, no, shaking his head. No. Kai will project into your mind as he pats his belly. I float pretty good as he pats his belly.
I was going to say he knows his way of sailing to the bottom of a cup, huh?
Yeah. That being said, anything else you would like to say, do, actions before departing the town hall or the council hall?
I'm wondering. No, I think we'll just take our chances.
I mean, anything that we need, we just tell Merrick what we need and he gets it for us, or do we go to the individual shops in essence and pick what
Eleander will
need?
tell you when you go to the merchants, any supplies that you need, notify them that this is basically being paid for by the town council. You can give them, the council member Ida, who's the head of the council. You can give them her name, and they will run a tally, and the council will any supplies, non-magical things. If you need a grappling hook, if you need fishing nets, basically it will get charged to the town coffers.
How about Healy juice? Is that considered magical?
Anything non-magical.
That's considered magical then.
That is considered magical, yes.
Okay, well, I was just testing the waters to figure out. That's all.
Except the Healy juice that's in the casks that we can't sell.
Yeah, and that's not really Healy juice. That just makes you feel like you're 10 foot tall.
That's feel goody juice.
Yeah,
yes.
feel good.
It's brandy.
All right, well, you guys, it's getting later in the evening. I've got a stop to make, but we all got to go down and across the bridge anyway. So I mean, we can head back towards.
We can do.
Yeah, we can head back towards the end. I got to swing down and see a man about a horse, sort of, and have a conversation. But I got a feeling
I'm
we're going
afraid
to
we're
be.
not. I'm not. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think we're gonna make it to that bridge
We're
yet.
going to be waylaid probably, but I say we start heading for the bridge, and we'll deal with shit as it happens.
I can. He's doing it. He's doing it.
All right. Well, let's head towards the bridge then. How far do we get?
Just put ourselves at the entrance to the bridge. There you go. Merrick, somehow, some way, as you were approaching the council members, has disappeared into the crowd.
Yeah, of course.
And,
Of course he does.
worked his
You know,
way.
He's
Out of
never
the
around
picture.
when you need him.
Nope, he is there. No more. As you approach the bridge, it is hours of darkness. Of course, the bridge is occupied. There are town watch that is on the bridge. It's not like it's a deep, dark alley or anything. But before you approach the bridge, let me find my icon. You are approached by a beholder. Roll saving throws for death. I'm kidding.
And
A
we're all
fire
dead.
drake
And next time.
rises out of and a purple worm surfaces right next to you.
The Kraken
You
comes
are
up out of this.
you are approached by a human, a male human, also wearing a gray cloak, and both of you make a perception check.
$17 for me.
Yeah, me too.
So you will notice that the clasp that is holding basically the cloak together, kind of how I was explaining last episode, sometimes there's like a metallic thing holding the cloak together. This is in the shape of a hand, like a hand, not a skeletal hand, but just a normal human hand that appears to be grasping the cloak together. And the individual will approach you. Let me bring Thessalia onto the table here.
And that's a male?
Yes.
Oh, bet you he got beat up in school a lot with that name. Oh, wow. Like a boy named Sue.
He will approach you. He's got the typical cloak and dagger, got the hood up in the dark. Hey, come here, kind of a thing, motions to you and kind of steps out of the shadows and introduces himself. And he says, "My name is Thessalius Virel. Sereth sent me to speak with you."
Oh, God. Really? A lisp? He definitely got beat up in school. Did your father want a daughter really bad? Is that what happened here? Oh, wow.
I can say stuff that's up for a different show, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
With that being said, he says, "I have been sent here to Saltmarsh to track the movements of a one Merrick Dalgrave. Are you associates of his?"
I'm not 100% on the last name, but we do know a Merrick, and are you talking about the merchant Merrick?
Yes, indeed. The merchant, as if he doesn't do it, but as if he were to like throw air quotes in the air, the merchant.
Yeah.
Merrick. Yes. The one and the same.
Yeah, well, we were hired by him, whether we're official associates or not. I don't know if I'd go that far, but he hired us. We completed a job. That's where we're at.
And what did he hire you for?
Safe travels all the way here.
Go ask the council.
Are you going to say that to him?
Flippantly, yes. Go ask the council.
I see. I've been informed by a mutual acquaintance of ours that I am to reinforce to you that you are all in very grave danger.
Can we
According to what the council just told us,
Yeah,
we already know that. So
yeah,
what else
yeah.
is new?
You're going to need to extrapolate on that.
Yeah.
And maybe addition as to why we should trust anything you or your boss lady says.
I see how this is going to go. Perhaps we should meet tomorrow, away from Merrick's influence, and maybe I can shed some light on the situation if you're willing to discuss with me in person.
I mean, I'm always open for discussion on finding information out.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with information. But we do have things to get done tomorrow. So do you have a time frame that we can schedule you down?
My time is definitely precious. However, due to the seriousness of the events about to unfold, I will make time to meet you when you are available.
Why don't you give us a location and approximately a time, and we'll make sure that we're all there.
How about we meet tomorrow evening? There is a tavern, out of character, location number 8 on your map.
Ooh, right on the water.
Yes, let me pull up the name.
Let me guess,
here.
the salty fish?
No, it is called the Empty Nest. We will meet at the Empty Nest tomorrow evening at supper time, prior to sundown.
Perfect.
If you're willing. If not, your fate is your own. I wish you luck. I hope you have a next of kin, or at least decent burial arrangements. The choice is yours.
Not like we haven't heard that before.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, we may or may not see you tomorrow at the what do you say, Fluffy Bunny or the Flying Squirrel? Where are we going?
The Empty Nest.
Empty Nest.
Okay.
Yes,
Empty Nest. I knew it had something to do with birds. All right. Okay.
Net.
No, the net.
Yeah.
Empty
net.
net.
Oh, the
as in
empty net.
fishing.
They don't catch fish. So I bet you we're not going to be
Just
able
like
to
in
order
hockey.
fish there, huh?
Just like in hockey.
Yeah.
At the end of the game.
Well, we'll pull our goalie and we'll see you there, perhaps.
Everybody, and as Thessalia wanders in the opposite direction, would anybody like to follow, or are you just going to let him saunter down? Any actions?
Can we send Kai to follow? Because maybe she wouldn't notice Kai.
He would notice
He?
Kai.
Yeah. Sorry. He.
Kai.
Yes.
Got a girly
Yeah,
name. Got a girly name, man. It's. I would have made the same mistake. It's fine.
Yeah, Kai is not really. Nope. Shakes his head. Nope.
Well, I would argue, Marcus, you're probably the most stealthful one.
I'll go.
All
right.
Well, I would advise keep your distance. Just get an eye on where the bugger's going, and if you lose him, you lose him. But I'd stay out of trouble. Maybe Kai, you go with him just to, a little ways further. Maybe
you said no.
Yeah, but Kai can trail Marcus for a ways back and not be in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Marcus can tail the guy, and Kai can tail Marcus, and Marcus gets into some shit. He He can have one of those.
Finds a hole.
The super thought beam can hit the guy if need be.
Yeah. If I find a hole and can't jump it.
How far would you like to follow him?
I mean, how crowded are the streets? It's pretty.
It's
not very crowded.
time. I mean, there's still some comings and goings. The taverns are full. Not a lot of foot traffic.
How lit are the
Torchlight.
streets?
Lantern, torchlight. The dock areas are very well. Let me get my pointer out here. The dock areas are very well lit because there are merchants and offloadings, and those are busy with sailors. Merchant crews offloading stuff into into what appears to be like temporary storage, for goods coming and going. If you have any type of a stealth abilities, you feel like you shouldn't have too much trouble. Like there's lanterns and shadows you can duck in and out of. You don't have to be
Right.
too
Well, I also
stealthy.
have. I mean, since half elf, he has the dark vision. So I mean, that's why I
Mhm.
was wondering how dark it was that I could easily, even if I was hiding in shadows or there wasn't enough light, if I could stay hidden, I could possibly watch him pass through almost darkness anyway. So
Mhm.
I would say about 20 feet or so, at least
Oh,
outside.
that's it.
Hopefully, 20, 30 feet. Yeah.
Shit, I was thinking
You're
100
gonna
feet.
you're gonna
Well, I
follow
mean,
him
just
for 20 feet.
I'm going to follow him for about 20 feet to see where he's going. So I
Okay,
would
he
just kind of
wanders that way.
I would just kind of stop here and just kind of like I'm just kind of looking around, not paying attention, not quote unquote paying attention to him, so he doesn't think that I'm watching him, and
Nothing
let
to
him.
see here. Just move along, right?
Yeah, yep. Just happen to be standing here, and let him continue on, and I'll let him go another 40, 50 feet and see where he goes.
Okay. Make pull up your character sheet here. Make a stealth check.
You may have a good decent roll. 16.
Okay. He's wandering down the street. He's not conversing with anybody. He appears to be make an insight check.
Natural
Oh,
20 plus modifier
yeah.
21.
A natural 20.
Yes.
Cool. So we get to roll on some tables here. Hold on. Where's my critical tables? There they are. Okay, roll a D100. A big
6.
whopping 6, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, nothing appears to happen right away that you notice, but you do feel very confident that you are following at enough of a distance, like you're able to tail um, Thessalia and the Gray Cloak through the town. Pretty confident about that.
Okay.
Let me know when to stop.
Dokie. You can stop there,
Okay.
and I'll bring myself up to about that way. Oops. Not what I wanted.
The gentleman in the gray cloak is on a mission. He is not stopping to talk to anybody. He is not engaging in any other business. not walking quickly or rapidly as if in a hurry, but he is moving out with a purpose and he seems to know exactly where he's going.
Okay.
Continuing on.
And I'm going to cut across this way.
Right. So since you broke contact with him, make a perception check. See if he rounds the corner down there.
9.
You appeared to have lost him in the darkness of the street.
Dang. All right, so I'll just casually stroll that direction.
Okay, how far would you like to go?
I'm gonna stroll about down to here, just strolling around, just like I was just looking at the different establishments.
Okay. Roll a perception check again.
18.
You are very confident that you have lost contact, at least at the part of the street that you're on.
Okay. Oh, so I continue. I cut back across, and I wind up right around the bend area where I last saw him.
Okay, specifically, where are you looking?
Oh boy.
I am. Oh boy, yeah, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
I am looking at.
Like, ping the map as to where you
I'm
would
kind of
like
looking off that direction.
that direction or that
Mhm.
building specifically.
Around this, well, not directly at this building, but just around this kind of whole area. I'm just kind of scanning back
Okay.
and forth around through here, just trying to see if I can pick up any trail of where he might have been.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. 11.
You're not seeing anything, no gray cloaks running down the street or walking anywhere.
Okay. So I lost him as it was coming around the corner. All right. All right, I'm going to continue up this way just to see if I can spot anything up further up.
Okay. How far up is that where you would like to go?
I'm going to go right around this area.
Okay, and ping the map and show me exactly where you are focusing your attention.
Again, I'm kind of scanning around in this area.
Okay, make an investigation check.
And that is a 15.
You catch the glimpse of what somebody appears to be. It's quite a couple of blocks down distance. Of the description of the person that you may have been following.
Okay. I'm still about 38 feet away from him. So
Stops in front of this building here. And as if to look around to maybe to see if he was followed. What are your actions?
I will see if I can hide in this little corner of this building right here.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Stealth. Give me a good roll. Come on. 17.
Okay. The individual looks around, appears to be satisfied at whatever they were looking at. Um, knocks on the door to this house here at number 19. The
Mhm.
door opens, and it appears as if he or that person was uh,
Disappears inside.
a welcome guest
Right.
and goes inside.
All right. I want to kind of slowly work my way up to here.
Hmm?
And then can I investigate the building? Do I see any signs on the building or anything like that?
Yeah. How close would you like to be?
Well, right here on this
Okay.
corner, which is about what, 12 feet away?
Make a history check.
History. Oh, I'm stupid because that's a natural one.
Oh, good. That's what I get to roll on.
Yeah, I know.
Roll a D100.
Where'd it go? D100.
And let's hope you're not trying to jump over something.
37. I got a whole street in front of me. I'm just standing here next to the building, just looking at the other building.
Have you ever, and I know you can identify with this because you and I are both older. We're both older than Damon. Have you ever walked into a room of your house? Perhaps you like left the front room and went into your. Do you have an office in your home?
Mm-hmm.
You ever
Yes, I do.
like, hey, I'm gonna walk out. I was watching TV. Oh, I got to go do something, and you walked in the other room, and you've completely forgotten why you walked in to the
Oh,
other
yeah,
room.
yes, most definitely.
Don't have to be old to have that happen. That happened to me in my
Yeah.
30s, guys.
For whatever reason, the fates have it. As you ducked into the corner or kind of were looking at the house, you completely forget what you were doing there and feel a need to refocus. What, like, why am I down here again?
No. And then I turned my head to the wall and bang up against it.
Kind of trying to remember, like, what was I
Yeah.
doing?
What
Like,
was I
why did
doing
I?
here?
What
Yeah.
was I doing here?
Yeah.
Other than that, no other noticeable effect.
Okay. Um.
For our listeners, the roll was a 37, and the table says you forget what you were doing and need to refocus.
Oh. All right. So again, I don't really see anything on the building that tells me what the building is. Okay. Oops.
I mean, you can go relook at the building. Kai is going to approach you, and in your mind, you're going to kind of get the perception of like, what are you doing?
WTF?
Yeah, like WTF. We were supposed to be tailing this guy. What happened?
And I don't have a way of communicating to him without the same method.
What?
But I
Let me look at what languages do you speak?
common, dwarvish, elvish, goblin, and halfling.
Well, you do have a halfling standing in front of you.
Yeah, that's true. True. So in my best halfling, I tell him that I caught a glimpse of somebody that I believed was the person that went into the gray building across from us.
And Kai is going to kind of give you this look with a raised eyebrow, and in your mind, you get the impression of, so why are you stopping?
Because I don't know what that building is. Do you know what the building is?
Kai shrugs his shoulders and walks towards the building.
See?
As Are you going to follow him, or are you going to stay there?
I'm going to stay right here for a moment. I'm going to keep my eye on him.
As Kai approaches the building. He stops and bends down as if to pick up something. He looks back at you, and he looks at the building, and he kind of gives a little point towards the front door, and he keeps on walking.
Oh, great. Okay. That's all he gives me, huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I just kind of follow up behind him.
Okay, make a perception check.
Yeah, give me a good roll. How about an 18?
Okay. Outside of the main front door of the house, there is a sign that says the Owlands.
Owlins?
Oweland. And as you remember,
One of the council members'
the
names.
lead council member, Ida Owland, was her name. This is, from what you can deduce, probably her mansion house.
Her dwelling.
It's a
Okay.
sprawling mansion.
Right.
The lights are on. As you can see, there is a carriage house next door. There's a lot of money coming from this house. Very wealthy.
Are there any windows that are open that I can just happen to
No,
see, or are they all shuttered?
they're shuttered up.
Okay.
But you can hear laughter and conversation. I mean, there's common
Can I
noises
pick up
coming from it.
Can I pick up anything coming from those sounds?
What are you trying to listen to?
Listen to see what conversations they might be having.
Well, you can make an investigation check.
Okay. At 18.
You are very confident that whatever you can hear is just common talk. Oh, the merchant business, and how is this, and the fishing is good, and how's the weather, and you can
And
also hear and you can see that the front door is opening and closing, and once in a while it appears to be servants or coming and going, people delivering food and drink and stuff. It's
right,
as if there was a dinner party going on.
right. But I don't hear any direct conversation that involves our
No,
party.
unless you want to crawl in through a window or you know um, use any other sort of clandestine methods to sneak into the interior of the house. No.
Not particularly, I don't. Just hoping I could pick up something as I walk past. That was all.
You hear a whistle from Kai's direction,
Yeah.
almost like a bird sound, and there are several members of the city watch coming by, which appears to be like a common patrol
Mm-hmm.
strolling down the avenue.
Yep.
Yeah, we just got on
Okay.
their good side. Let's not fuck that up tonight, huh?
I'm just out walking around. I'm not doing
Okay.
anything.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not breaking into anything. I'm just out walking
No.
around.
If you
Good.
are in the area, they will pass by. It's a 4-man patrol.
Mm-hmm.
They look very well equipped, very it's not ragtag equipment, and they will nod their
Right.
head to you, and
I will acknowledge their presence.
yep. And unless you're doing anything suspicious, they will keep
Hmm.
on moving. But there definitely is a presence of
Right.
um, town
Right.
watch, especially in this area.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start meandering back and kind of give Ed an update.
Okay, yeah, you can position yourself back to where Special Ed is.
Well, Ed ain't there anymore. So the
Yeah.
plan was
Well.
Ed was you guys are gonna go there. Ed had an errand to run, and then he'd meet you back at the inn.
Right.
All right, so let's shift over to Ed. Marcus, if you'd like to position yourself at the inn, and then we will continue on with Ed's business there.
Mm-hmm.
Ed went back down to speak with Keladek, as was agreed to earlier in the day.
Yeah. Let me focus on the wizard tower. Ah, yes. So you're at the tower? I take it
Yep.
you're going to use the knocker?
Might as well. Same way we did
Yeah.
before.
And kind of the same thing. The top 7-foot hatch opens up. State your business. Where are you? I can't see you. Oh, then it opens up the bottom hatch, and basically until he can find a level as to which to shout at you.
Then I gotta crouch. Yeah.
Yep. And yes, he recognizes you, and then of course you'll hear 20 locks clicking and
Perfectly fine. Yep.
deadbolt and yeah, and that whole thing, and the door opens and he greets you at the door.
Greetings. We had some business to attend to.
Ah, yes. Did you bring the shield by?
Yep, right here.
Okay. I shall. Did you bring payment?
The payment is information, as I recall. So,
Oh, yes,
what
yes,
would
yes,
you what would you like information about that I can provide?
He looks around. And he invites you to step inside.
Sure.
As you step in through the doorway, he closes the door. Yeah, he closes the door. Scepter. He closes the door behind you. It is a typical, foyer of a mansion house. Nothing spectacular. There's cloaks, and he's definitely not inviting you into the house, but just more of a private space to have a private conversation. He says,
Sure.
yes. He says, information. Tell me about the alchemist.
Well, what I believe the alchemist was dead. He was some sort of a specter that has been dispatched.
Did you find anything of interest, specifically pertaining to the alchemist?
Not really specifics. Handful of books that you might have interested in. I know your types tend to be big fans of books.
Absolutely. What sort of book did he have?
Let's see, where did I put it? Well, I've got a religious book about the Shark Father, if that has any interest to you.
No. What else do you have?
I have a book, simply some sort of a magical book I have no information on. That is not something that I am good with. You're free
Anything
to.
else?
Yeah,
Anything pertaining to turning mundane items into gold? As he kind of gets a little. You could almost see his fingers.
There was a handful of mundane items laying around, but nothing of any value. However, there is a book here that I have that refers to Philosopher's Stone.
Oh my!
Yeah, I figured you'd like that.
And I would consider that book as payment in full for my services.
Thought you wanted information.
Well, the information that I seek is in the book.
Of course it is. But I've got just a tingling inspiration here that this book and its contents are on a grander scale more valuable than a light spell on a shield. Perhaps we could do this. Perhaps I agree that I hand you this book, and you do the spell for the shield. A permanent spell, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
And what we would like to call way back in my childhood home, a player to be named later. In essence, what I would be referring to as maybe I need your assistance on a matter in the future. You could agree to it now. We can go ahead and do that.
So, what you're asking for is a favor.
Yeah, depending on what may come my way, I might have the need of a man of your ilk.
So, what you're telling me is, for me enchanting your shield, you give me the book, and I owe you a favor.
Yeah, of my choosing when that time comes.
Well, obviously, the favor would be within the bounds of my
Capabilities, of course.
capabilities, of course, yes.
Do we have a deal?
I believe we have a deal then.
Very well, then I'll offer him my hand, and then I will hand him the shield.
And the book, of course.
Of course, I'll set it right there.
Oh, yes. Yes, come by tomorrow after breakfast and your shield will be ready.
Very well. Very nice doing business with you, sir. I will be over as close to breakfast time as I can.
And as you approach the door, he doesn't seem to do anything, but all the locks and everything start unlocking, and they do the
they do the wizard thing.
They do the wizard
They
thing.
use the force.
Yeah, kind of like the vaults of Gringotts and Harry Potter, where you got all the locks and everything disengaged, and then you step outside, and the door whooshes shut behind you with a solid thud, and all the locks start engaging behind you.
Right on. Well, then I'll head back to the old Taveroony.
Okay, go ahead and position yourself back at the tavern.
And just as I'm about to enter the tavern, I'll go ahead and grab the handle to the tavern door, and that'll be it. We'll expand upon our adventure in the next episode.
I will. I'll give a teaser.
Okay. Yeah. Have at it.
Everybody make a perception check. I'll roll. I'll roll one for Kai as well.
14.
Nice. 14s across the board. Except, Kai did a lot better.
Of course. His drunken stupor
gave
him clairvoyance.
Yeah, a little clarity on that. Yeah.
I have to grab a resource here really quick. Bear with me. As our adventurers, Marcus and Kai, are arriving in the front door, or arriving about the same time that Ed is arriving, and as we all kind of meet each other, maybe perhaps out into the the road or the approach to the tavern. You're familiar with a busy establishment. As you are entering the door, folks are kind of coming out the door at the same time. As we, kind of almost as if Marcus is reaching for the latch to open up the entrance to the tavern, the door suddenly opens, at the same time as you're reaching for it. And we kind of start to enter, but as we're entering, there is a group of 3 travelers that are exiting at the same time. One of them appears to be a half drow. One of them appears to be a sage and scholarly looking gentleman looking into his notes, and they're followed by a female as they brush past you and exit out and wander down towards the docks.
Did one of them happen to have an owl on his shoulder? Just curious.
Depends on if you would normally have Krakus would normally have the owl out or not.
Oh, he has the owl on his shoulder pretty much all the time.
So
yeah, he's got caca running down his shoulder.
Yeah.
As they pass by, Marcus and Kai and Ed going through the door, you will see one of the scholarly gentlemen kind of looks and shrugs his shoulder, and an owl kind of flitters down from the night, lands on his shoulder as they disappear down the street.
Oh, fun.
Oh, yay.
Well, that's a good teaser for the next episode. Right on with that, everybody. Thanks for listening / watching. And it's been fun. We will talk to you again soon. Until then, everybody, we can wave now. I'm not cutting out or nothing. There you go. Everybody wave. All right. We'll catch you another time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.